Stacey. I'm a registered dietitian and certified personal trainer. I help women get fit, lose fat, and gain confidence. I'm so glad that you're here today because I'd like to talk with you a little bit about mindless eating and how, when you get your mindless eating in check, it can help you cut 300 to 500 calories out of your daily intake and help you lose fat. Okay, so 3 easy steps to help you be more mindful about your food intake that does not involve logging and tracking your food. Okay, now here, I'll tell you this. I do recommend my clients generally log and track their food intake, at least initially, to help them increase their awareness and be more mindful of their intake. I don't recommend you track and log your food forever. It can be a tool to initially help increase that awareness. But if that's not for you and that's not something that you want to do, here are my 3 tips for you to cut 300 to 500 calories out of your daily intake so you can lose fat, get fit, and gain confidence. Number 1, plate your food, okay? And then along with that is I want you to use a smaller plate. So physically take the food out of the container or the bag or the box, whatever it is that you're eating, and put it on a plate and make it a small plate, okay? Visually, it looks like there is more food there if we're eating off a smaller plate. So plating the food, not eating directly out of the box, out of the bag, or out of the package, because you're not really recognizing or realizing how much food you're actually eating. So using a smaller plate and putting it onto the actual plate will help you be more mindful and recognize an appropriate portion. Okay, number 2, I challenge you, sit down when you're eating and put the phone down, okay? Limit distractions. Number 2, sit down when you're eating and limit distractions. How often do we stand in the kitchen, stand in front of the refrigerator, stand at the bar, stand at our desk, sit at our desk while we are either on our phone, working, or a million other distractions that we have in our day, okay? I recognize your time is valuable. You have a limited amount of it. But if you are standing up, eating, sitting down at your desk, working, or distracted by your phone, you're not really giving your body time and the attention to recognize that you're eating food, okay? So sit down, plate the food, sit down, and eat it that way, all right? Put the phone down. Put the phone down. Number 3 is you want to give your body time to recognize that that food is coming in, okay? Again, we live in a really fast-paced, way of going about things. You have a shortened lunch hour. You have so many things that you need to accomplish. Dinner is often rushed because we're hustling out the door to activities or different things that we have going on with our family. But I'm telling you, in order to limit your mindless eating and to recognize how much food that you're actually taking in and to cut back 300 to 500 calories to help you lose fat, slow down the meal, okay? Slow it down. What this does is it gives our body signals time to adjust to that food coming in. We start to recognize fullness, but it takes a while, okay? Sometimes up to 20 minutes, depending on who you ask. I know that's not always ideal, but if you can take the time, sit down to the meal. That's why sitting at the dinner table is really important. Slowing down that intake, okay? Your body is going to respond and adapt. You will find that you're generally eating less the more slowly you eat. Also, you're focusing on how the food tastes. What does it feel like? And focus on how satisfying it is for you. So you walk away from that meal feeling more satisfied than if you were just to inhale it really quickly. There's other, positives about taking time at the dinner table. Perhaps if you're with family or you're with friends, you're enjoying that social time, which is also good for so many reasons. But definitely slow it down, okay? You may recognize, if I slow down my eating, I'm not as likely to go for that second helping, or I'm less likely to pick at the leftovers as I'm putting the food away, right? I know you've all done that. I do it too. So paying attention, slowing it down can really be helpful. So just to review real quick, 3 ways are: plate your food, don't eat out of the box, the container, and sit down and take it slowly, and limit your distractions, okay? Really focus on the meal, on the time that you have, how the food tastes, how your body is feeling, recognize those, start to feeling those fullness, those fullness cues, pay attention to it. When you do, you're going to recognize I'm starting to get full. I don't need to continue eating. And you can really shave off a good amount of calories in your day just by doing these things. Okay. If you're trying to lose fat, you need to create a calorie deficit. You need to eat fewer calories than what your maintenance level is. Doing these 3 things will help you get there. So limit your mindless eating. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, I'd love for you to follow and subscribe. I will be sharing many more tips as we move forward. So thank you so much for listening to my talk today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.